This is my audience this evening, my husband, my son Justin, who'll be filming, and my daughter Rachel.
Rolling.
Good evening. Tonight I'd like to talk to you about estate planning. When my children were growing up, Sonny and Eva Wiley were their main grandparents. My kids loved to play on the farm and be around Sonny and Eva. She got cancer in 1995 and fought cancer until the year 2000. In the final months when she was in the hospital, I went in to take care of her one night. I got there and she was awake, and we talked about my daughter's upcoming birthday. She told me where all the presents were hid, because Eva always got presents for everybody, just so nobody got their feelings hurt that they didn't get a present. So we talked about the birthday and where the presents were and what was going on, and she drifted off to sleep, and I spent the night with her and took care of her all night. When I left the next morning, I could never have known that I would be the last person to talk to Miss Eva. She never fully recovered, and she passed away shortly after that. So, when this happens, what happens now? Do you have a plan? Oh, in my... Why is my computer not working? So we go on. So estate planning is what you want to happen to what you have left behind. It can include your funeral and all the important possessions that you have in your house. When you lose someone, it's not the time to plan for what's going to happen to your stuff. If you wait until then, the state will take over your estate. They'll decide where things go. They'll decide who takes care of your children. They can sell your property, get rid of the animals, move your children to new schools. For example, when my mother's grandfather, John Heinen, passed away, he died without a will. So the state took over. They divided up his estate, and because my mother's father, Gerhard Heinen, was deceased, they took my aunts and uncles' share of the estate and turned it over to a court-appointed attorney. It wasn't a lot. Grandpa didn't have a lot, but he had mineral rights. And these mineral rights were held by the court-appointed attorney, and they had to go each month to get their earnings from the estate. This trip probably took care of all the earnings that the kids got, because this wouldn't have happened if they had planned better. Benjamin Franklin once said, "If you fail to plan, you are planning to fail." I find these words incredibly wise in this situation. If you start planning now, you can determine where your stuff will go. None of us get out of here alive, and you have to plan estates for both you and your family. This is not as hard as it sounds. I opened an email today from trustandwill.com. You can find other sites online, or you can hire an attorney. They can help you get everything set up so that you don't lose all your property to the courts and the attorneys. You pay them by the hour. The more you spend on them, the less you walk away with. So I encourage you today to make the time to make a difference. Thank you.